Hello everybody, Not Sportbat here, and welcome to Stonewood today. And today we're just going to run through the old home base here. I followed my own videos. Actually, I deleted the whole thing, and then I followed all my own videos piece by piece and built this place. But since we've had the crowd control changes and etc., and some other fun stuff that probably happened that we don't know about, I had intended to I got rid of all the tire traps, basically, is what I did. So, and then I just switched out some spawn traps and a couple of wall launchers and stuff. So I'm just going to walk you through here, and we'll go over the whole home base. And I know I don't have an AFK spot in this base, but you could probably put it right over there somewhere, just kind of east of B and up top. If you go watch my travel day or something like that, I can't remember the exact name of my video there, but the one where I do travel talk and it's demo day or something like that, that video anyways. I kind of described where my AFK spot was, because it wasn't even the proper height or anything. It was just actually I basically sat on top of a tunnel, and I had a little trap box that I sat in. So this is basically the changes I've made here. I don't know, drop everything by one tile, and then just some ceiling electric fields is all I did, I believe, on the whole base here. And they would be at 139 uses. I probably use these. Yeah, double damage, double dura, and a crit rating. But that's pretty ugly, if you know what I mean. You're probably better off use something like this, depending on if your amp gets just slaughtered or anything. But I know that one, A, would be highly recommended, all durability, and B from the east and A from the west, both of those all durability, highly recommend. And then over there, C as well from the south, I would recommend all durability as well down there. Everywhere else you could probably use a little less, or even if you wanted to, more durability farther out and less on the inside. It's kind of up to you guys how you want to change it, but this is what I went with, and that works for me. But if you guys don't have maybe as much trap durability as I have, or all that stuff, stats or anything like that, you probably could bump up the damage some, or durability. Like, it's up to you guys what you want to do. But tunnel wise, I guess I should run through each one. I didn't really change a lot, like inside the tunnels anyways. I still have the wall launcher timeout room. Kind of a suggestion too, like if a lot of my rooms like this with the wall launcher and 2 sound walls in the timeout room, I've been deleting, and instead I was just putting this sound wall there and this sound wall right here, and then making this into a chunk of block off, just so that they just walk through it then instead of getting knocked in. But I don't know, it's still kind of up in the air on that one, because when you do knock a husk in here, he's got to then walk all the way back out here, and then that gives them 2 traps time up there time to reload and maybe hit him again, as opposed to him just walking through. So then if you think about it this way, his path, so either he walks like that, or he's going to walk in here and get hit in here and then have to walk back out. So you're probably looking at a considerable time delay too. So, and why am I missing a trap there? Disappearing traps of Fortnite again, I see. Well, we better fix that. I don't know what I had there, but we'll just go with that. I love when I miss traps, or they're just disappear. I've seen traps disappear too. All of a sudden they're just gone off the wall. Don't understand why. But the timeout rooms and stuff are basically still the same. You probably could do a wall launcher and a wall launcher, now that I'm looking at this, and then the wall lights. A little bit less crowd control probably be a good idea, because crowd control would be this trap, this trap, this trap, the wall lights, both sound walls as well. That's all considered crowd control. Floor launchers. What else is crowd control? Some other ones have, like anything that has knockback, I think, like zappers as well, but not as much. And broadsides, very little. You'd be safe though, I think, with wall darts. Dynamos might have a little bit of knockback to them too, maybe. I don't know, I never actually delved right into the depths of the investigations of what crowd control, if it was actually just 5 hits a trap, you know what I mean? Like 5 hits from a crowd control trap per husk or not. So I'm just trying to help you guys out here, because you might have to do some changes if they start to decide to just walk past your traps and they're not working, or they walk over a tar pit and they don't stop, and then they come walking out here and start beating on stuff. Well, that's no good. So then that means you gotta maybe subtract 1 or 2 of them, right? Maybe change this into or this one, I guess, into like a wooden floor spike or something. Or yeah, just kind of have to play with it, I guess you could say. So, but the bottom one here, the other side of, well, this is more B, I guess. Same thing here. Haven't really changed anything. I really don't even have traps here. This is kind of used somewhat. But I did swap all these out. But I think these maybe stayed the same height. I'm not sure. And then here, this is so difficult to build over here. Oh, that's what it is. I've been trying to build this in my other home base from memory. And I was wondering why I could never get that right. That's why. So this is the back side here. And this side. Then we go up top here. And basically that's all I did. And I'm not sure about them if they're able to throw, so that's probably why those are there. I could have been not finished in here as well. I mean, it's just kind of mid testing. I don't run Stonewood a lot, so I'm kind of halfway through my tests. Because you got to do a lot of testing in order to get, like, say, this tunnel here or this side of the amplifier on every single random wave, you know. That's the only way you can guarantee if it's AFK. Like, I can't promise you guys that it's AFK, but I mean, it is for me. But sometimes, like, you'll go down to D here on, like, wave 29 or 30 or something, and it's completely destroyed. And you're like, oh my god, what happened? But I mean, yeah, blame that one on the tornado and hotspots. Because there's like 9 hotspots or something, and the tornado, and safety wave as well too. So I mean, it takes quite a beating. So, but I've never failed. But sometimes a little bit of amp damage. But that was a long time ago too, and that was before I built this place for you guys. So, but I did keep this all the same. You could change this one here. I would suggest, anyways. We're gonna swap this out with a wall spike.
That'll get it done.
I just put a healing wall spike. I did that in a few other places as well. I think that's the only place I did up front here, so don't mind Miss Spore, just playing BR. Yes, I think that is it. Like those two there, you could possibly put them as wall spikes too, but I mean that's not in front of a tunnel, so you could just leave them as well. As long as we got something that'll... If husks are beating on this, after the 5th time that this trap triggers, that husk can constantly stand here and beat on this wall. So it's up to you if you want to add like a couple ceiling electric fields here, or bring it a tile lower with some gas traps or something, because gas traps are a little bit better for constant damage, like output or whatever, as opposed to having reload time. You could almost get gas trap with full uptime. Almost. And then down here in the bottom, I do believe I didn't change anything in the back side here. Well, I guess yes, these I would have had to have changed. These are different, actually, I see. Probably than those. Yeah, those are the double damage, double dura, but these will be the other ones here, the crit rating, crit damage ones. Yeah, double or crit rating, crit damage, crit damage, and Dura, I think are those two. Yeah. Because by now these ones here you could have a little more damage on them. Be way less traffic in here. So and then like any bear tiles you see in here that you want traps added, go ahead and add them if you have the structures. Because some of this is toned down. Because I mean I don't need all this damage, but I built that for you guys. So oh yeah. And like this too, you could box this in. This is a little excessive, but on like openness. But that's why there's all these wall traps around here. Tornado. And I don't think I changed any of the wall traps, just all of these. So, and then zappers all the way down. You probably could go with a gas trap here, maybe. I don't know, the spawn trapping here is excessive. But I mean, it's needed. So, but it's basically the same thing here. It's 3 tiles long. It starts out here at this ramp, goes this way, and up here a little. It's just basically, I think I lowered everything I had before by 1 tile. Because you gotta have ceiling electric fields 2 tiles high. You can put them 1, but then you run the risk of a propane husk blowing up and damaging it. If that happens enough times, then the tile will disappear. Oh yeah, we got some traps over here too. These I didn't bother changing, but these you could change as well to wall spikes, all 4 of them. 3. I don't think I had one there. I wouldn't see them coming around that side anyways. And then we have the other side here. Here it is. This amp's a little bit of a maze. This actually looks really nice. And then ceiling electric fields here. That's probably what I had changed.
Wow.
And over here, this was all just dropped 1 tile. Here's where I probably removed some wall launchers. And these are, yeah, see, these are all Dura, like I had said there. But yeah, highly recommend all durability on these, as this is a cross spawn between D and C, so you get double hit. And same with here. This is missing because this will get blown up by spawn, and they will happen to want to go that way. So it's kind of tough to manage this one. I've always had troubles with them going up there, but I got it down pretty good now. So in my other account I have a tunnel here, but I also have different amplifiers than this. I don't have this one though. I have the, or yeah, and I guess I do have this one. In my other account I have the other one, because I now am the proud owner of 3. That's all for Canny Valley. And when I'm going to start my 2nd and 3rd account, I'm going to start doing endurance runs on it. But, and Plankerton too, and I got a new base there too, so I want to go through them all. Because I can't show you every single setup in here, in each base, so you might as well just get another one. I mean, it's not that expensive. I don't go all out on those accounts. I mean, I just trade stuff from this one if I need traps crafted or something like that, but I never have yet, and I only use 1 of each kind in my other accounts, so and I pass my endurance and stuff with them. 3 of them only, mind you. I haven't even got into Twine 10 yet, so no, on the one account. And the other one is on Canny 2 at level 38 or something is where I'm at now. But I'll be taking a pause here in a bit. You guys probably saw my video yesterday, so. But I was chatting with somebody and they just wanted to know about the home base here, so I thought I'd better let you guys have a look-see. Could put another row here, I think, if you want. Probably out here I don't think they really come out this way. They might actually. I guess this maybe here or something, lobbers or something might try to wander that way. Mostly everything comes up here because I got so much block off, so. And then here, like, wall launchers are switched out here. And up here as well. If you're scared, just put a dynamo or something here. Or wall spikes. And I kind of followed the same setup as before, right? Well, kind of. It was, I don't know, I had a hard time bringing it down 2 tiles just to make it look all the same and look nice, you know. You probably noticed that already. I point everything in the same direction. Bugs me if one of them tiles is the wrong way. Thank God you can't tell if the walls are forwards and backwards. Because there is a difference in that, you know, right? I don't know if anybody ever told you guys this or you found it out, but so somebody in one of the Discord servers, and actually Mitch's Discord, was saying that there is a front side and a back side to the wall, and I believe that was maybe Mr. Crickshot was saying it, because you can see this is the back. So here's the frame behind it and then the front.
You serious?
And when you're rotating things, you switch back to front. So all of a sudden now look, my wall's backwards. And they say that that possibly has a difference in block off, that if the husk comes this way or this way, it influences them differently. I've never tested it. And I mean, that'd be a big thing to test, because you'd have to build block off somewhere, all forwards, and then remove layers till they start beating on it, and then flip everything around backwards and see if it makes a difference. It'd be pretty hard to test that out. It's doable, yes. And he said, I do believe he said that he did notice some difference in it, forwards as per backwards. And I mean, I never really did that in here, so I couldn't tell you if any of my block off is the right way or not. Because I think when you, even if you were to rotate this, well, let's test it. So we'll go there. I don't know if that actually switches each one. Maybe not. And no, it looks like it don't. Okay, I was worried that maybe the rotate switches between walls, if you know what I mean. And I guess there is a way you can tell, because you can see the pattern on here is different each side. So you would know, I think. Well, I'm not going to mess with it too much, but so yeah, basically this one was probably changed up probably the most because of that ugly garbage over here. So what I went with was something like this. So we are even with these cliffs here. And that's where I started my up ramp. So I have a little box here on top. I believe this would be 1 tile high, this would be 2. Started like this. I actually didn't watch my own videos before I did this. I just kind of dove right in here for you. Pardon me. And yeah, this is what I had come up with. So I have 2, 4, 6 tiles here, 2 wide, 3 high, single one. And then we get into our nice two walls on the corners, and then 2 more here. And that would be on this side. And I didn't edit it because I have these 2 down here. I never made that an archway or whatever, just for an extra support, so that they can walk down here, up here. So I really changed this one probably the most. And then on the corner here is where this corner starts. And there's 1, 2, 3 tiles missing, 4 all in here. That's all for them to jump down, so that corresponds with the sound wall, the wall launcher, and the timeout room, I think. Yes, the first one here are the open tiles. And then over here, it's a little complicated, sorry. We will have on the south side of the two, just have 2 tiles here, just for these two. And we'll have one here. I must have intended for this to hit down there or something. Maybe. That's why it's 1 tile high. Or I didn't want to make it look ugly. I have no idea. So then we'll come to this side. We have 1, 2, 3. We'll have 4. And then 1, 2. 3 is a wall. And then a wall, or just like blank, sorry. And then those 2, and those 2, and 2. And that lines up with here. And I guess you could take that up one if you wanted. But this is how I did it. So 2 tiles high from here. Oh, that one too, isn't it? Yep. So these are all 2 tiles high. So 4, 1, and 1. These don't have to be archways, but they can be. I'd say if husks want to come down here and wander around, I guess you could say, but they're probably not gonna. They're gonna go that way, guaranteed, or that way. And then the 2 are the 1 tile high starts here. Here, then we'll go down here. And this basically just follows the outline of the cliff in front of the spawn, and 1 extra on this side here. 2 tiles out all the way across, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 tiles in total. So a 10 by 2, and 2 extra on the back side. That should be everything for C here. We'll just make sure I don't have anything down here. Well, the block off, of course. So here's where I started my ramps and stuff. I figured it was easier to do it this way than have like a kind of a kill box up there, I guess, or something like that, like I kind of had before, where I had traps here and they walked across. Because before I think they would walk into that side or something. I don't know. I'd have to watch my other video, but this be my changes. And these are Aldera. This one likes getting hit lots. This amplifier. Like that's probably is the hardest hit. Is this one, A and B. B is probably the more damaging hits, I guess you could say. There's way more like propane husks and smashers and all that are on this one as opposed to A. But they probably both get hit a lot, so I also incorporated my artwork in here. Oh yeah. Used to be entwined, but I needed the structure, so I brought them over here. So you can close in your home base if you want. Like there's a lot of stuff you can change in here. It's not hard. if you want to experiment and play. I left a lot of room for improvements and room for, I don't know, changes, you know, all that stuff. That's why they call it a game. Never did finish my transportation network, though. That is so much fun. My other Stonewood base has got a beautiful transportation network. I should actually show you guys that someday. I may have, actually, when I walk through my other one. It's the one with the challenge that I'm doing 2-star traps only. So, and like here too, when I dropped it down, I guess I really didn't show you the top of it here. And like all the amplifiers too, you can fully close them if you want. Maybe not. Well, this one's. I guess it doesn't matter. It should be okay. I'd be kind of worried about this side here. You'd think this would be classified as a connection because of this tile. But it may be far enough away too, we better be safe. So if you're having problems with smashers charging off of here and around here, anywhere in this area, that's why. That tile. Because it connects the amplifier build with this black stuff to here. And it connects over to there and over to there. So then that sometimes confuses the AI that all these walls are the ones immediately surrounding the amplifier. At least they say not to connect tunnels and block off as well. Like, I don't know if I even have an example of that in here. Where would I have block off? It's down like here. This is all like heavy block off here. Come on, bees. But it would be considered a connection to a tunnel. So sometimes that's not good either, but I'm not sure exactly how that part of it works. I know the amplifier works, I know, or the connection, like why it matters, but I don't know why block off as opposed to a tunnel. Even up in front near spawn, having a connection up there, I don't know why that makes a difference. But it does, somehow. I believe Kirby explains it if you watch one of his videos there. He says something about it in his ramp amp, one of his latest videos. So I do believe that is actually everything in here. I hope I didn't miss anything. I apologize if I do. Slightly off today, sorry. I may not have went through all the perks. So these will be the damagings. And then Aldura. Just in case you guys want to actually follow me or follow the perks or whatever, I'll check them all for you quickly. So Aldura. And yes, I burned a lot of batteries in here. Like a ton. And when Epic did their famous crafting requirement changes, how many it takes here to make a trap, because it's the same here as, I don't even know if I have one, and it costs the exact same for here. So actually it doesn't even matter what kind of trap you use, they all cost the same. Epic, blue, if I had a green it would still be the same price. Which I kind of think personally is really dumb. Like sound walls too, 7, 1, and 3, exactly the same. Anti-air traps. So I mean that kind of defeats the purpose. Costs the same. You know, and even, yeah, it just, yeah. Oh well. Because I did, it used to be that the epic version of this would cost one, and then the legendary was 2, I think. Or something like that with this. with the anti-airs, so I always use the epic versions. I had them for ages. I mean, they wouldn't work in twine or anything like that, maybe not in canny, but I mean, Stonewood Plankerton, they were just great. And I possibly lower canny, maybe end wave endurance, it might not, but like if it gets to flinger, you know, or something like that. Wooden wall spikes maybe, if you want, but I don't really have husks come up this side. But in my other account I do, so it's kind of weird. And I did build it almost identical here, except I think I just have a tunnel over here, through here or something. Yeah, I think this tile. It should be in my walk around. And when I had my castle in here, it was built all brick with the stuff up top or whatever. And you can follow that pathing as well through in here. So, like if you want to see changes in different home bases, just go check out that video. You know, there's lots of people you can have a look at. Alchemist Lion is another good one. Got a lot of good tips and tricks from him. He's got a YouTube channel. He's done some pretty cool stuff, that's for sure. So, Mitch Robs, there's another good one. Then you got the Vocaloid Nyan. He's not very active, but I mean, he's got some really good builds as well, but he just does twine, so he doesn't really do any of the other home bases. There's lots of YouTubers out there, that's for sure. What else could you do here? I think I might have removed walls I had here as well. I think I might have had a huge wall here or something. Maybe I took that down too. Guys, I'll just have to see if you have my home base. See what it looks like here. I think I might have done it. Oh boy. What? That's my cat. He obviously wants something. Probably wants pets. Well, thanks for watching. Have a great day. And yeah, throw me a like if you want. Throw me a subscribe. I may be a little less active for sure, but I'm not positive. I do have some old videos that I might just post that I've already have recorded and just kind of sitting in the background, so I still may be able to release some content. I just don't know about how much new stuff I'm going to do, like endurance wise, for a little while here. So I don't really have much time anymore. So yeah, have a good day.